Should be good in a minute. Wait for some people to join up. Muted? Nah, 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 nah. I just wasn't talking at first. I was getting everything else set up for the stream. Should be able to hear me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gonna have a guest with me, hopefully. But talk about the plans for the future with the community, pro-am, all that good stuff. Content. What's good, chat? Like the stream while you here, man. Like the stream while you here. Let me know when we good to go. We can start off with the regular community stuff. As you see, I got a couple things I want to touch on. Pause. Just be saying anything nowadays, man. Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, because we got all this, the GLD runs. We got film I do, lab sessions, trying to get the community runs. I'm just trying to find time to get back to also posting the content as well, on top of balancing everything and making sure that we grow the community even more because we did a good job at the start, but I've been slacking. Because we got people that's active, people pulling up in all the different channels, talking, playing, blah blah blah. But time to get back to it. Let's start off with the community priorities, and then after this, I'm gonna show you my new schedule I got planned out. Should keep me on track to get everything I need to do done. But yeah, starting off for the community, first thing I said is finding more time for runs. And when I say runs, it is not vibe runs. So it's gonna be with the community. I could take them to proving ground or even ranked pro am. Probably proving grounds though, more likely, or rec. Helping them trying to get better, stay organized, get and find time to actually run a good amount of games with them, not prioritizing only GLD or only film sessions. What's good, J-Lo? What's good? Yeah, so this will be for people that's not on the pro am team, mainly. All the people that's gonna be new to the community or are already here, but always get egoed, I guess, from runs. You need to have the new JP leading planning team up. What are you talking about? You say y'all welcome, man. Okay. Then on top of it, something I didn't put in here, on top of the finding the time for runs, if I'm gonna be doing film for the community, I don't want highlight tapes. I gotta say that. Film is not for your highlight tapes. It's to actually get better. So we gotta have a purpose if y'all want to request film, which is the next thing with the lab sessions too. Ego equals get better. That's crazy. Finesse, I actually told you I was doing this. Don't even try that, man. This is for me. This is for me, Finesse. Y'all in charge of the other community stuff. This is what I could do for the community. Talking about I don't need your approval for that, man. Anyway, like I said, open lab sessions or film with the purpose. And then obviously, I'm be honest, if I don't see the progression of the effort when we're actually in the games with the regular runs that I talked about right here, if I don't see y'all actually trying to get better, you can get just your film sessions or lab requests can just get denied because at that point I gotta focus that time somewhere else. Yes, I do need to get in the lab. That's why you're gonna see with my schedule there's gonna be open lab sessions, DLD lab sessions. Community runs is not for vibes. That's what I'm gonna try to change. That's why the next point is vibe runs versus lock runs with the community. I do want to set aside a time just to have fun on the game for the community. You're not running no bucks in the rec. That's fine. That's fine, Fred. Yeah, but for the community, I do want to set up the night runs vibe back again at least once a week, just once. Besides that, all the other community runs could be what you guys would call locked runs or serious runs, whatever adjective y'all want to use to describe it. But it won't be just for vibes. It'll be about trying to get better, making sure we communicate, taking those next steps to where if we got the open tryouts again, you guys might potentially make the team or just to get better in general. He said, yes, you are running bucks in the rec. All right. Secondly, encouraging communication. This is mainly for gameplay because y'all be yapping in Discord already. I appreciate that. But yeah, during gameplay, during community runs, it's about not only trying to get better with the stick skill, but talking about what you see, what you could do better, ask questions, as well as say little basic things like what side you're on. If we want to rotate this, switch that. It's just it can't just be all yap down 20. And then when we get down 20, it's silent because we were yapping about other stuff. Just encouraging communication. And then on the other side of things, taking ideas from Finesse, Pick, Ghost, Crob, or even some of y'all in the community to get more creative events for y'all. So I know we do the ISO Wars, had the All-Star game, but we need some more of those stuff for the community as well. He said rec is for recreation. Fred, this is not even mainly for you, bro. You're part of the pro-am team. Why are you so stressed about this? Why is Fred acting like there's a whole separate section for the pro-am team? Don't worry. Yeah, like I said, the creative events, whether it's some sort of fives, threes, ones, twos, 3-point contests, bring back the All Star game. Facts. JP sleepover. But yeah, different ideas for streams, content that are creative, and include the community, and not just as John will call the Sinister Six or whatever he says. And then we're also gonna have. I'm gonna try to implement a clips like a clip segment, so the Shaq and the Fool, or top 10 or rating our highlights for the week. All Star Weekend too with the All Star game, we could do that. All Star game should be every other season. Okay. Nah, J Lo tweaking. But yeah, like I said, yeah, the clips. We're gonna try to add that clips channel for y'all to send y'all clips, and then we could go through all the lowlights, highlights, try to find like a group of things, rate them. Mad things we could do with that. That's one thing I want to work on too. J Lo trying to have a good time. Then the community live stream. This I want to be every Friday. Should be the main people there. Should be me and Finesse. We could do the hot takes. Could talk about the community. Talk about the game. Talk about certain narratives. But this, yeah, that stream will be all about the community on Friday. Have people pull up on the stage, talk, say whatever they want, get some stuff off their chest, ask for feedback. Y'all could do whatever y'all need to during this Friday stream. But Finesse does have a permanent spot for his hot takes on Fridays. Got to get back to that. He said a drunk punishment stream. Punishment is good stuff. John, no, not right now. Top low light of the season and highlight of the season. Facts. Okay, yeah, but those are my priorities for the community as of right now. Like I said, I do have the schedule at the bottom of this. Then I also have the pro-am stuff to talk about at the top. But if y'all have any questions, let me know now. Monopoly nights? Yeah, like different gaming streams. Facts. Low light winner got to do a dare or something. Facts. We can get creative with the community, man. Do all this type of stuff for sure. It's just about finding the schedule for it, which is what y'all gonna see now. J Lo lost his mind. Say you first, Finesse, for what? Oh, for the lowlights, crazy. And we could find a way to get some of the community involved in like the lowlights or highlights, like for commentating if they want to be a part of it. We can get different members. On top of sending in your clips, we could talk about them, laugh, whatever it is. Get everybody a little more involved, have some more good times rather than just need five, got five, whatever it is. Tell Rick to delete all my emote shots. Crazy work. But yeah, yeah, I see this. This is all for the community. Does not apply to the prime team for most of these. Because the prime team could still be in the clip segment or join the community live stream. Blah blah blah. So okay, common thing I'm seeing is play a different game. That's fine with me. All right, John, I'm gonna let you on the stage, but it has to be a question. And my guest is here, but he gonna take over in a little bit after I do some of my yapping.
One.
What's good? What's your question, JJ?
It's I guess I could phrase my
Or comment?
my asking the question. Yeah, I think y'all should have a streaming schedule. Tired of this 3 in the morning. Well, come watch JP stream. None of that. We need a schedule. All right, we need consistent streams. I like the Friday idea. Friday's like the community day. You know, you do hot takes and all that. Whatever else you need to do. I think either Saturdays. I think Sundays would be better. Sunday for like different games, trying different community games. So Saturday can be just like 2K days. Same for like Friday, whatever, all that. And maybe have like custom days just for the pro am runs. You have like Monday and Wednesday be like or pro am days, whatever. And then Tuesday, Thursday you have like
Okay,
2K
so
runs with the community.
as I said too, I appreciate that faxing the schedule. I do have my schedule at the bottom of this Google Doc to show y'all what my plan is. I do have that ready. The one thing I would have to incorporate now is the different game stuff, but that's easy to work with. Yo, JLo, chill.
You should have Saturday guest speaker days. Everybody in JP gets a Saturday, whatever they want.
It's called Friday Community Live Stream.
You're right. Friday we hosting JJ Ox Wars. One of these Fridays.
Okay, and
And we ban all admins.
that's enough.
No admins.
That's enough for that. Okay, moving on from community.
Wait. I joined because I had something to add on.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think we should do Roblox runs, you know, the scary games,
Mm-hmm.
or escape room. I think that should be a very we should put some thought behind that, man, you know?
Yeah,
I got different demographics that want to join because of that. But we
that's why I added the play a
never
different game because it could be the Roblox thing like your suggestion, or something else that you feel like people will watch. So different game facts,
all right.
or what do you call it, like a trendy game? Because I
Yep.
know Roblox is lit.
Yep. All right.
Okay, on to GLD. This will be mostly about gameplay and everything we need to learn right now. And for the community, you can also take notes because I could put the link in the general. I'm pretty sure we sent it already sometime before. But first things first, I think by the end of this week is generous. We all need to learn these defensive rotations ASAP. Stack, reverse stack, triangle, reverse triangle. At least those four. Got to know it by heart, know when to call them. We need that. JP Movie Night is the good stuff. What's good, Michael? Yeah, I could add Movie Night. Movie Night is a good suggestion. We have to figure out if we do that once a week, once every 2 weeks. Okay. But yeah, everybody on the team, I'm about to put this in bold. Learn the defensive rotations, know when to call them, know what happens when you call them, where you go. You should know where every position goes, not just yours. He said, I see boxing out. That's my cue. I got to go do something. Next, boxing out. Now, this right here is not just on the power forward. there's times when I've seen the shooting guard in power forward or shooting guard in center and pick and roll. And if somebody steps up and contests your back end, and we're just leaking out as a shooting guard or as the point guard, like the stream facts, but gotta box out that 99 O board. Let's not, no reason, like if 2K greases you on the box out, I'd rather live with that. But leaking out or trying to run to the paint to crash instead of boxing out a 99 O board, that's not good. We're gonna get smoked like that. So between the point guard, shooting guard, small forward, lockdown, center, all of us at a certain point during these games could have boxed out this center, but we chose to either crash for a board, go for a, I don't know, just run out instead of just helping out when we could. He said, like the stream before I find you. Okay. Now, fast break offense. This means there's two parts to this to me. One is when we catch the ball, whether it's the shooting guard or me as a point guard, that does not mean it's our shot. We be having easy passes, like easy buckets or easy reads we can make. And instead we think, oh, it's my break. I call my icon a shoot. Nah, that's bad. So when we catch the ball, we got to learn that when it's not our look, when the extra pass is way easier. I get we have the 99-3, but if it's a late closeout, somebody's wide open across the court or dive in middle, make the extra pass. The second part to it is that when teams are running back, we tend to just say, oh, they're back on defense. But you see against us, even when we do get back, they still score on the break off of scramble plays, but it's pushing that tempo. And then on top of that, if y'all don't call your icons, let's not throw the break. Just pass back to the safety. Usually it's me. He said, facts, pass the rock. Year one to talk. Y'all crazy. That's on all the guards. And then another thing, I need my locks to call their icons. Y'all be out wide open for a dunk, not calling icons. Those are easy twos. Easy twos. Instead, we slow the game down again in the half court. And the half court is just tougher to score than fast break. It's just a fact. So we got to work on getting open on the break with routes, what to do when we have the numbers and catch the ball in terms of making reads or knowing when to shoot, knowing when to pass. And then 3 would be not just throwing a break because we got to stop. Okay. Next, it sort of lines up. Half court reads for the shooting guard. So I've noticed a lot of these times, y'all do get y'all buckets, don't get me wrong, but now with the non-lock on you, the other teams tend to blitz high or do something and then rotate. So I noticed that we tend to just hit the roller instead of making a read to the corner or the wing. And don't get me wrong, that roll will be there sometimes, but we got to elevate to the point where I can trust you to read a pick and roll to dot the corner as a 2. As a 1, I feel like we do rely on y'all a little too much right now, which we're going to get into. But yeah, especially since I've seen y'all with the ball a lot, we got to be able to make reads. That's a skill level you need, especially with them blitzing you or playing extra high because you have a non-lockdown on you. There's going to be easy threes, easy catch and shoot threes for our corners. Or as y'all been doing, hitting the slip. Next, pick and roll chemistry. This is one of my main issues right now. And I don't even feel like some of the time would be the lock. O'Neal told me I got to do a better job of speaking to my centers, saying where I want this screen. And I'll be honest, I might not know. I might just be too used to trying to adapt to the screen in front of me to know what type of screen or whatever I prefer. The only thing I do know for myself is that if I beat a lock down the court, I want you to crash. But that should be every single time, not just for me. But yeah, pick and roll chemistry, we got to get better with noticing each other's tendencies, where we work best from, and try to get to those spots soon as possible. I think Rick does a better job than me at working out of the middle of the court. And I feel like that's something I could, improve on, as well as the resets. We got to work on getting the ball back to the point guard a lot more. And then we could call actions for the 2 or a cut. but we got to get that point guard takeover, and that's going to come from the pick and roll or easy cuts, but mainly the half court opens with the pick and roll. I feel like our screens don't hit, and also we can't get open as much as we should be able to get open. It's going to be a learning curve. Don't get me wrong. It's still early days. So there's going to be problems, but we're going to have to just keep working at this. The next half of this is facing lockdowns as a point guard. This is mainly on me and Rick. I feel like a lot of our points that we do get is either the mid-range, catch and shoot three, quick but safe resets. We got to stop throwing scaries. Facts. Yeah, between me and Rick, I feel like a lot of our points are mid-ranges, catch and shoot threes, or a wide open quick stop when the defense miscommunicated. I don't think right now me or Rick is at the point where we could actually work a good lockdown. That's why I said so. Although we rely on the shooting guard or the center to set good screens at a certain point, me and Rick definitely have to step up our bag, our movement, our IQ on where to go when, what move to trigger, in what situation, how to get open a lot more often for threes. Because those mid-ranges is cool and all, the catch and shoot is cool. But when it comes down to when you're facing a better team, you're not going to get all those easy buckets. Maybe the mid-range. But then you miss your mid-range and we don't get back in transition, and we're giving up threes, it's going to add up and we're going to be in a deficit. So yeah, me and Rick mainly, and J-Lo whenever he decides to get back on point guard. Got to get better at facing lockdowns, being able to not play into their game. Okay, cool. Next, transition defense. As simple as, if you see us in a shooting motion, run back. Everybody. Centers, if you're setting a high screen and they do a quick stop and you see two people in the paint, one going to box you out, don't crash, run back. Power forwards, locks. You're sitting in the corner, seeing that we don't have the rebound, hoping the center gets a hero O board and not getting back. Shooting guard and point guard, we're watching each other shoot and not get back. The person's already at half court by the time we turn around. We all got to work on that. He said, I almost made it through that segment. I'm just being honest. These are the things that I've noticed we got to work on. Yeah, that's just simple. And then in transition, call out where you're going or call out who you got. Don't just run back and I see two people run into one person. Now we don't talk and they get an open three at the top of the key or something. Got to get back and talk. And we don't have to get back to our man in a sense. Because during the play, we could call a rotation, which puts us back in a good position, or call a hyper. But we need to stop the ball, contain them, then get back to our set defense. Next, using our fouls. Shout out to J-Lo and Healy for this one. All boards, when we see they have a corner three, we foul. Close to 2 minutes left, if we have fouls to give, use them. Be aggressive with a little reach as a lock, or we can call a stack blitz. We gotta use our fouls. We do. We're too busy giving up easy second chance points or playing conservative at times where we could play aggressive. Especially if we have, like I said, 2 to give, 1 to give, use them. Don't let the opponent get anything easy. Stop their momentum, stop their fast breaks. Obviously, on the fast break, you got us foul in the front court because you don't want to get a transition. Hear me out. On breaks, lock and shooting guard find their man and everyone run to a spot. Here's why that's going to be tough, because locks are running out the corner and the point guard for some reason might be guarding the hash or something. Is weird. You can't always guarantee they can get to their matchups. Because if the shooting guard is always getting to the shooting guard and I'm the first one back on defense, I'm just supposed to ignore the shooting guard? No. If our shooting guard shoots or I shoot, you gotta, it's situational. You can't just say you always get back to him. It's not gonna work out like that. Defensive communication. I think this goes into transition defense, learning the rotations, and also a little bit of boxing out. I don't think we got to tell you to box out anymore, though, actually. Y'all should know by now, but yeah. This could be more so for like when they try to call a play on us. Because regardless, if they're not running a play, we should be talking on defense. At least the lock and power forward mainly. The lock and power forward should always be on the same page and also calling the rotations. As a corner defender, it's something we could try to clear the comms or just say like I got your cut or I got my own cut. That way the power forward knows not to play low. But besides that, the lock and power forward have to lead us on defense, which is going to stem from also learning the rotations as well as talking when you're guarding a screen and roll. Let's just stop saying I'm good. Don't try to guard that guard one-on-one or just try to stop him on both sides of the screen. You could say, oh, I'm playing this side, pick up over here, fake step when he goes this way. Like, y'all could talk to each other. It don't gotta be, my lock gotta be so tough stopping by himself. Then on top of that, obviously you gotta learn the rotations and use them now. Okay. I think that covers that. Any questions, comments? I'll be yapping. I see you in the audience, Jello. You want to get on stage and ask something? And these are just the basics. Obviously, we do have a lot more to work on, but to me, these are the biggest issues I see so far that we can work to fix little by little. No questions on that? No comments? If not, I'm going to go down to the schedule. And after we go over the schedule, I got my special guest here. We're going to talk a little bit more about the community and what we could do moving forward outside of 2K. With some stuff dealing to 2K, I guess. Nothing here? Okay, but down to the schedule. Okay, let's get this at the top of the page. I don't know why it's here. Mondays. And for what John was saying was that determine the days for streaming. Streaming every day, basically. But once it gets to time for editing and videos, stream is off. That's my focus. But yeah, Monday, regular community runs, not vibe runs. That's the priority. And then open film, I should say, to the community. Again, the film is relying upon you actually wanting to get better, which I can only see as time goes. But yeah, that's my plan for Mondays. Community runs and open film, streaming both. After that, after a certain time, let's say around like maybe 8, 9, I'm going to get all the clips I need for videos, make sure I got it in CapCut. Tuesdays, gonna do the yapping stream and community run stream. Similar to Monday. But there's gonna be no film. And after the yap and runs is done, it's gonna be editing from whatever time the runs is done until I post the video, finish it, or I just gotta get my thumbnail done. But yeah, I'm just after the runs, again, getting clips, editing videos, or post a video that needs to be posted. Then after that, whenever that's done, is the lab session. From maybe an hour, 2 hours, open to the whole community. Taking requests, but I'll just be in the lab by myself, if anything. Wednesday, everything here is going to be streamed. Full GLD lab session with the guards and locks, hopefully. Film with GLD, and then runs, codes with GLD. That's what Wednesday looked like. No videos, no editing, no community runs, straight GLD. Thursdays. Again, streaming community apps. After that, taking a break to finishing edits or post a video because I was getting clips on Tuesday. And then once that's done, back to stream for film study and runs. No lab session for GLD. Fridays. It's the community live stream day. On top of that, Friday is the day for vibe runs or 10s. And then I could also say, or different game slash event, since that's what we talked about. Can I put an E? Come on, Jelly. Yeah, so Friday, community live stream, all the hot takes, the segments. Maybe on Fridays that would include also you guys coming on stage, speaking your mind, as well as the top 10 of the week, whatever it is. All included on that community live stream. After that, hopefully we get the vibe runs or 10s or the different game slash different type of stream. Then it's open lab session to the community again. Then I'm ending that day by getting off and just getting all the clips I need for videos. That's what Friday looks like. Saturday. Started off community yaps. Streaming that for a little bit. Get right into editing and posting a video. Next is going to be open film for the community, but from GLD runs. Obviously, the regular GLD film sessions you could watch, but on Saturday it's specifically for you guys who interested in the pro-am scene, and that's the one day you're free, if anything. And then after that, it's going to be between GLD runs or 10s. But from that, on Saturdays, I don't have a priority, to be honest, because we do have other days set aside for GLD. Speaking of, getting to Sunday, the last day. JP 10s, GLD Pro-Am runs, and then open lab session. That's the plans for Sundays. Simple as that. 10s, then GLD, then a lab session. And then from there, could yap, whatever it is. And then it's going to reset to Monday, where it's getting clips for videos again and all that stuff.
Yo,
And that's clear. What's good, Sora?
what's going on?
Going over my schedule with stream.
With what?
With the stream.
Oh, okay. My bad.
You good, you good. Okay, any questions about that schedule? I think I did a pretty good job balancing out days, and the times is going to be okay because yaps and runs, as long as I'm done by 6 or 7, if I start early enough. Nah, probably by 8 or 9, I'll say. I can get my clips, get my editing done for the day. And then lab sessions late. What's good, Matt? So if you're counting, that's 1, 2, 3 days for, well, 4 potential days for the community to run if you include 10s. Then for GLD, it's 1, 2, 3, potentially 4. He said 6, 7. Then on top of that, we're going to have a lot of the community talking, community streams, events. And I think that's it for my message. Now I do got my guest, the founding father himself, the real leader of the Discord, aka the Fun Police. Where you at, Kilo? Aka Pick. And he left. Great. As soon as I do my introduction, he left. Oh, he's back. He's back. Hold on. Wait, he's muted. I don't know if he knows he's muted.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. The next segment I just got named The Kingdom.
Let me pull this up real quick.
Wait, do you got something?
Yeah, this is a message to all the GLDs in the stream.
Message.
All them pro-am players. There are no days off. As you can see the schedule, that's just Jelly's priority. You know, since he's the brand, he's the face, there's a community behind his back. While he deals with that, we all gotta get better. We can't just choose a day when and when not to, because eventually we'll go to the lower leagues. Eventually play for money, but if we choose to relax whenever, it's going to take a long time to actually try to learn something that is necessary, especially that if you want to take this serious, you have to learn everything. And when Jellies has his community runs, you're banned. You can either try to find your GL Delis and work on rotations together, the chemistry, or you can also have your own community runs, because Jellies is many people attract to. Then let's see up here for the community game night. I'll say this, especially since O'Neal's not here, since he's usually one that usually always pops out more when there's other games played, especially like Finesse Battle, like Roblox and stuff.
Yeah.
That we were there for a huge segment in our little Roblox run with Jay, Rick, all that. I'll say this definitely what John said.
Can y'all hear Pick Vaughn, by the way? Do I gotta turn him up? Let me know. Keep going, Pick. My bad.
What's it called? We can definitely have more events other than like 2K. We can have like John's Ox battles, since he loves doing that, no matter what, or even other type of games that interact other geometry of people. Like Finesse said, yes, people that from different games can put up the stream, run the community, because we're not just 2K. We just a community that plays. JP, get it? JP just plays.
Yes, sir. Just Playing Community. That's what JPC stands for. But JP is Just Playing. Okay, so we got JLD gets no days off from getting better in a sense. Also, they're banned from community runs. If I'm running with the Sora said Death Note runs, we could add that into the game list.
Yeah, we definitely need more games.
He said JLD banned from community runs. If y'all see me run with the community, that's your time to lab, or also if y'all have 5, get y'all codes in. Then said community game night.
Yeah, everyone can make a suggestion what game to play.
Yeah, so the community chooses what game. And then more events like Aux battles, even the community. When I say community games here, I'm talking even like the little Discord games where everybody's in a call and just yapping, BSing. Not running right now, Coach Rivers. Talking about the community. Okay.
Coach Rivers back.
All right, Pick. That's what I got so far. What else you got?
Now, reject to the JLD members. No days off. Jelly is not LeBron.
Stop that. Anything for the community, though? Besides like a game night? Like anything they should start doing? Stop doing?
I'd say for the newer, non-engaged people in the community that are watching, like if you ask for runs or something, don't be afraid to join the call, since a lot of people are usually just yelling and arguing in the call and not checking the channels. No one biting the little 2K runs or yapping. Just stop by like Vanda, take notes.
Facts.
Or they are not knowing you on purpose.
Rick asks, why is JLD banned from community runs? Would you like to field that question, Pick?
I mean, You want to take form serious, you gotta actually work together. You can't just be trying to hop in community runs because Jelly wants to do his little community runs, you know?
I think it goes back to what Pig said at first. There's no days off for GLD. Every day should be labbing something, watching videos, film on what you do, and then active practice. If you got 5, you should be in your code games. If not, then find your own 5 from the community in a sense. But from Jelly's community runs, no more GLD.
And he said that
Your
a
tryout?
few weeks ago too.
Yeah, I did mention that a couple weeks ago. Coach Rivers, bro, tryouts ended, man. Talking about you trying to take somebody's spot. Don't worry though, somebody get kicked off the team, bro.
Pickles waved himself. He once got power forward, Coach Rivers.
What do you mean that's always or just on days that overlap? What do you mean, Matt, by that question? The community runs thing? If you go back to the schedule, I think the only time GLD overlaps is Saturday for the tens thing. Or yeah, it's just Saturday. Is the only time it can overlap, but tens isn't necessarily community runs, it's JP tens. Otherwise, all the community runs, GLD can't run with me there. Taking 4 from the community, and then if they want to still run, they should be trying to get codes as much as possible, as well as, if not, they can get their 5. I'm pretty sure they'll have enough people to pick somebody up or pick 2 people up.
Because there's what, like 16 GLD members?
Yes, there is 16 members on that team. Facts. Give you a tryout. Tryout is over, Coach Rivers. Don't worry, I'll announce when the tryouts is opening up again or a spot is open. Okay, now is the time where we get Finesse. Anybody know where Finesse at? That's it for you, Pick?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it from Kilo himself. And then I need Finesse or Ghost. Yes, you can unmute your mic too, Sora.
So I'm just saying this as somebody that came into this community and it was a very positive environment. Everybody was looking to get better. Everybody was supportive. If you're going to bring your friends in here, make sure they're not on bullshit.
Ah, yes.
None of that toxic shit. Nobody trying to do too much, trying to be, nobody being disrespectful. We all grown men. We all know how to communicate. We all know how to have a good time without being disrespectful.
And yes, it doesn't matter who you are. Everybody you're a target to get joked on. You're not getting attacked, bro. Feel free to fight back. We all laugh, bro. But the minute you start getting toxic or trying to, yeah, that's not the place for that.
Thank you.
Say that, Coach Rivers. Yes, Jay. GLD is now officially banned from Jelly's community runs. He singled you out. Oh, my son Van is way behind. He singled you out because he said you're one of the people that will just, even if you don't talk as much in the call, you just still pop in, listen, get your entertainment, and leave. I think more of the community should do that. Y'all don't gotta speak right away. Just enjoy the environment if you do. Where is my co-host? Late as usual, shaking my head. Said, don't hit me up when you need one, Jelly. If I need one, I'll just take the community to 3s. Facts, that's exactly what Pick did. Oh, Also, for JP10s, let's talk about JP10s real quick. Because I know a lot of y'all, some of y'all are new, some of y'all know what it is, and it's gotten confused what JP10s is. Yes, we're in the same call, meaning you can talk trash. That doesn't mean JP10s is only about trash talking. 10s is and was always about getting better. The fun of it is that if both teams are good enough to play and rotate and do all this stuff while talking, the quality of the game on top of everybody talking to each other will be entertaining. One JP10s, you'll see it in the. Are you not in the Discord, Coach? You to represent me, pick. I'm getting served for what? What am I getting served for? Okay, same call. 10s is about getting better. These are things that aren't gonna change now. Everyone mic on. That is now a requirement. You're not finna sit in there. If you don't want to play 10s because of these reasons, I'm okay with that. But this is what JP10s is. Everybody talking, whether you're talking to your team or the other team. Yeah, we in the Discord right now. Facts. So I need everybody's mic on, at least saying something. I got him. Get over there. Little ad-libs is fine. I need everybody focused on getting better, not just yelling at the other team. And JP10s will always be in the same call. If it's JP10s, that means everybody's in the same call. I'm okay. I'm sort of okay with everybody who's like a front runner. That's fine with me too, but I just need the 10s to be a little more active and a little less trash talk, a little more quality. That's why I bring up the getting better, especially with the open film sessions with the defensive rotations and all that and how to play. You pull it to JP10s just to troll, we will start a banned list.
Ooh, ban list for 10s.
Source said, and keep it respectful. Facts. Jay is funny. Just like JP10s is just like every other aspect of the community besides GLD. We're here to have fun, play the game, and try to get better. What topic we on now? JP10s. Trying to get Ghost or Finesse because I'm pretty sure they got some things they want to say, but they never available when it's time for them to speak up. Make it make sense. He said weapons really formed against me. If Finesse or whatchamacallit, Ghost don't show up in a little bit, I might close this out. Unless anybody got anything else to ask about GLD. Talked about the pro and priorities here. Yeah, see them.
Daddy's home.
Yeah, see them. Community priorities. See them here. Got the schedule ready.
Daddy's home.
Please, Rick, please. Respect the stream. Then we got the kingdom. Things Pick brought up. And then a little bit on JP10s. We having a meeting. We're having a meeting after this. Have the meeting on stream. Have the meeting on stream.
Hell no.
The schedule starts tomorrow, obviously, because unless somebody has open film, it will just be community runs. Okay, Sora, good one. Really good one, Sora. No, this is your contract negotiations? You said share this document with you? What you need the document for? But yeah, what else can I think of? Besides tens, the GLD stuff, more community events, more engagement with the community. Oh yes, like I said, we're bringing night runs back on Friday on top of the community live stream. Oh, to read everything, I bet. I got you. I'll send it through. Sora said, I'm sorry, I'm done. For my GLD members, is there anything you would want me to add to this Pro-Am priorities list? Oh, I'm just going to add picks, no days off. From that, so I don't know if GLD wants to be a part of night runs. Night runs is about vibes and only vibes. Mondays off. Should I give myself? Nah, I can't give myself an off day like that. Monday is basically an off day. Just community runs, open film, and then videos. That's basically an off day. Then my next off day would be technically be Friday because it's nothing too heavy. Pause. Okay, I think that's that. Tell all GLD members to send clips my way. Said not too much of me. I stream. Really short stream. Just wanted y'all to know the future plans for the community, my schedule, GLD, as well as little pieces of teasers for events or segments we're introducing for JP. What's happening between Jay and Sora right now? All this fake beef. What's happening, Sora? We gotta turn against Jelly. Yeah, this is why I end my stream. No more typing in chat. Okay. See ya in the next one.